What's going on, YouTube? It's about that time again. Now we're gonna listen to Reality Talk News. So now here's the updates of Nancy Guthrie, and they had the fact. So they had 4 people had taken to custody by SWAT team and FBI agents, but the ongoing hunt for Nancy Guthrie has still claimed. So I believe 3 people have believed to be 2 men and one of their mothers are apprehended by Palmer County sheriffs in Tucson late Friday night, roughly 2 miles from Nancy's home. So if now they said that one of them happened to be the brother-in-law by marriage. So I figured out, I knew it was somebody in the family had witnessed it, that played that part of her kidnapping. And then not only that, they went and down the street from where she lived at, it was a Range Rover that found down the street that believed that was her car. And they had this evidence and took it to the body shop for evidence. Hit the like button. And what they gonna do is they're gonna make those guys talk. They're gonna make them talk about the kidnap and want to ask her where she is. So they gonna have to talk. They gonna have to talk. And so the last night's raid in their home was questioned about a primary only focus of police activity. A source says Fox News has the jungle issue had a warrant for the home through authorities from not confirmed whatever the detained individual to connect to the 84-year-old disappearance. Some early reports suggested that the home belongs to a former county attorney. The Palmer County Sheriff Department clarified that these claims are not accurate. So if they found those people, I knew they found those people one way or another. Now the point is that if they gonna still find her, if they do find her, I believe they gonna find her like up the street. And I believe she's not too far from where the kidnapping took place. Hit the like button. So I already knew that somebody got to be in the family that did this. That's why if another, like I said again, if another person would have kidnapped her, they would demand more money. They'd demand like 500 grand, maybe a couple million, maybe 2 million. But when they charge that low amount of money, which is 66, 67, 68,000, whatever, around that amount, which means that somebody in the family had got something to do with her disappearance. Now, what I confirmed is that Savannah had enough with the sheriff. She had enough with the sheriff, with the Palmer Sheriff Department, on the simplest fact is they not going out there investigate hard enough for y'all supposed to be out there looking. Y'all supposed to be out there day and night, ain't no sleep. So which means if it go further with internal affairs getting involved, so internal affairs gonna want to know, why is this woman not being found? Why nobody can go out there and investigate? You did investigate, but you didn't try hard enough. You ain't try hard enough. So Nancy Guthrie has been missing less than 3 days when a family member report and even Amazon delivery worker could be seen wandering into her property with drops of her blood still standing in the front entryway. So when they went up in her house, they have found drops of blood claimed that came out of her nose. I wonder. So In literally 2 weeks that the 84-year-old mother of today's host, Savannah Guthrie, was abducted, no suspects in custody as that Saturday morning, but still growing over how authorities can handle a case like this. So some questions had forward at Palmer County, Arizona, Sheriff Chris and his department, which is the first response when Guthrie was reported missing from her Tucson home around February 1st. Since then, Nanos has been leader of the law enforcement, communicator, and investigator, so he the one was on the case. So now the spotlight is on him now. So they demanded millions of dollars. They really, it's like after they merged the ransom notice, demanded millions of dollars in cryptocurrency in Guthrie's return. Now the spotlight is on him now. Not everyone was using everybody to hang up on every word and then hold me accountable for what I say. So I'm gonna put this away. Y'all mean to tell me y'all didn't have no type of answer of what this woman is? Where the fuck is this woman at? Why y'all didn't get up and go out there and try hard to find this woman? So now y'all over there doing a whole lot of fucking up as it is. So right now, if I was that person, them people have been taken off the case, and I'm gonna put some real investigation in the case. Because y'all not out there doing y'all damn work like y'all supposed to do. Hit the like button. So if I was turning affairs, I'd have took those people off the case. I will definitely took them off the case because y'all motherfuckers out there, y'all not out here doing the right job y'all supposed to do, but y'all find out these people got money, so y'all want to go over there and try to make money off these cases. That's how it is in this system. Tupac, one of them. And all these celebrities are one of them. O.J. Simpson is one of them. They was all making money off these type of cases. They want more money. Instead of going out there finding this woman could have been got found a long time ago. So when they caught those 4 suspects, you should have made them tell where this woman is. Now they said the mama, I don't know if I'm true, is in on it too. So I don't know who was, I'm talking about the brother-in-law's mama is also in on it too. So whoever is in, now I want to know, do this woman had a husband? Because they said the brother-in-law. So that's probably her husband's brother or something. I believe those in-laws the one did this. I very truly think the in-laws had something to do with that. And after this is over, Savannah Guthrie needs to divorce her husband. If she had a husband, she needs to file right now. She needs to file from divorce from him, and they need to be charged of what they was doing. Not believe they all in on it. The husband's in on it. I believe he's in on it too. Because if you was a so-called husband, whatever, you could have your ass out there helping looking. They didn't say nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say anything about him. All they said is that her family, which is her brothers, her siblings, whatever, and stuff, but the in-laws. And I knew, and I'm gonna tell you, those in-laws ain't no good no way. They dirty. They very dirty people to deal with. So I'm just gonna tell you, I'm telling you off what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna let you know what's going on. Hit the like button. Because if you go around here trying to handle y'all business, now Savannah Guthrie was reported had enough with Palmer County Sheriff Chris Nanos and the job he is done with her missing mother adoption case. So he's done. So now they done with each other now. Notice claimed that he told by Savannah in a test she had her own people and didn't need him. 13 days after her mom, Nancy, was taken against her will from her Tucson, Arizona home. And there is still no leads or what her whereabouts and suspects in the case. So he needs to get his ass up out of here. Chris needs to get his ass up out of here because you're not doing the job you're supposed to do. We had enough. So they had to go out there and look for themselves. So then, remember, some people believe the stuff is staged. Because you know how them police is. They'll look, they'll think, so I had enough with this. It's a waste of time. Because they think the whole thing is staged. Well, how the hell they got staged and she been gone for 13 damn days? Hit the like button. So the sheriff made the claim that the Fox News, according to Daily Mail, that today's host has not responded to his allegation. She was dismissing him from the case. Savannah has issued certain motions plea that the public help finding her beloved mama since law enforcement had made no process. That means they haven't done nothing. They haven't done a damn thing. They haven't done nothing but running their damn mouth. They haven't done nothing but running their damn mouth. So the latest criticism of notice, including his allegation, refused that sent a glove that might contain key DNA evidence to the FBI National Lab in Quintico, Virginia, one of the most comprehensive crime labs in the world. So the sheriff had had it sent to a private lab in Florida, which is his department is contracted. Then actually the FBI just wanted to send one or two or even found or more crime and closest to it mile and a half. I said, no, why do that? Just send them all where all DNA exists. Why you just send a fucking glove all the way to Florida? Why did you send a glove? Why did you send a glove all the way to Virginia for? Are you stupid? When you have all these evidence, you're supposed to send all those evidence. You only sent one fucking glove out there? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Why you send one fucking glove out there for? So what she needs to do with Savannah Guthrie needs to do is she needs to contact the Internal Affairs and tell about her situation. You need to contact Internal Affairs and tell them what's really going on. So that's why now Nanos also brushes aside reports that he has slowed down the investigation by refusing to share information with the FBI. Now he wants to stop. Now he's doing dirty. Now he being dirty. He didn't want to. He slowed down the investigation because he don't want to share the information with the FBI now. That's absolutely crazy. Why would we recruit to get all the partners who had great resources to offer them to us? He hurried to Fox News on Friday, February 13th. Nanos continued, we don't hold information from anybody. That's going to help us. Why would we do that? There is no egos here. This is all about finding Nancy. Inside the FBI told multiple outlets the day prior that a turf war emerged between the top agents on the scene and higher ups of the PCSD. Sheriff officials are largely upset that the Bureau was trying to Bigfoot the case away from them when there was only offering that the very array of investigation capabilities, according to multiple sources within the FBI. Now both of them got to argue. The FBI and the sheriff, now they clashing out about this. The FBI telling them, y'all holding evidence against us. Y'all holding evidence. You holding information. So why is you holding information for? Yeah, it's about finding Nancy. What y'all need to do, stop the damn bickering, stop going back and forth, and find this woman. This woman is going to be 100 years old in a couple more years. Now, people over here playing. Now, they over here playing around. I don't like that. Because if that meant my mama, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to contact the Internal Affairs. I'm going to contact the real investigators. Because this little stuff y'all doing is sloppy. What y'all people doing, what y'all law enforcement is doing is very sloppy. Find this woman. Y'all being so stupid. This is a woman we talking about. Because y'all sitting here playing. So y'all playing. Y'all over here playing. And this is what y'all been doing. Playing. All you've been doing is playing and playing. This ain't a game. We need to get this woman back to her family ASAP. What they should have did, we got a certain amount of days to come up with her. Make them, you caught 4 people, right? Make their ass talk. Make them talk. Make them talk where this woman is. You give her the location, you let them know where they are. And then after that, you take all 4 of them to jail and you press charges on all those people. They need to be charged after you find this woman. Hit the like button. So if you over there making some type of passes stop making these passes. Stop trying to intercept it and go on and find this woman. Ain't no point to be out here arguing about some stupid misunderstanding that, well, we never find a woman, or they ain't sharing the information. Nanos has already made numerous missteps in the case of Savannah's missing mama. He had already widely criticized by other law enforcement professionals by breaking down the crime scene and releases Nancy home after within 48 hours of the investigation. So she still was missing. There's no leave in the case. Now, loud media outlet were walking up into the Allen grandmother's front door to get video of the blood splatters. Shocking and horrifying virtual when comparing when Nanos was previously shared with the public about Nancy's abduction. The FBI later put the crime scene tape back up as it continued processing to home and the garage as to join the investigation. So why the hell did they did right? Put the crime tape back up. Put the crime tape back up. Put up the crime tape. It needs to go back up anyway. Hit the like button. The sheriff had also matters worse for the family when veteran journalist Ashley Branfield reported that Nancy's son-in-law, Tommaso, may be the prime suspect of her disappearance, according of the impeccable source she had. So now in the meantime, Norris later walked back in his comments with the publication and refused to say who was the last person to see Nancy alive, only sharing that he was a relative who dropped her off before she vanished. Branfield was continuing to stand by her report and said February 13th, nothing changed about city's allegations, Seone allegations, suspect status. Now, this sheriff refused to give out any information. What's going on? Now, they need to talk to the captain. They need to talk to the mayor because the mayor only can find out what's going on. And this sheriff needs to get taken off the case because he out there making some type of mess he ain't got no business making. You mean tell me to say who was the last person was on that videotape before she vanished? So who do you hiding? Who do you hiding? You hiding something. You are hiding something that you ain't got no business hiding. Let me ask you, is he's covering up for those in-laws that has something to do with Nancy kidnapping, disappearance? Or it'll be the other way around, that the in-laws telling this sheriff, well, look, we ain't got nothing to do with this. We ain't got nothing to do with. We trying to help just like everybody else. We trying to figure out how she got lost too. But y'all tried to. But what it is, let me ask you another question. If this sheriff trying to get the reward money, because remember, they give out $100,000 reward. If the sheriff is trying to get the reward money, that's why he hiding it. That's why he trying to hide things, like hiding evidence. So that's tampering. So which just means you need to be off the case. You tampering evidence right there. You hiding something. So you need to be off the case. That's why Savannah was done with him. Savannah is done with that sheriff. Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law, he got to be the suspect, the prime suspect, because which is Savannah's husband. Now the glove has been found, identified as that same suspect was by the door that night that Nancy got kidnapped. So now they finna figure out who he is. They're gonna figure out by telling them other suspects who is that guy behind that hoodie. Hit the like button. So now you got to figure out who is the same person is right there by that door trying to get in. At first, he trying to take his hand and cover the. He trying to find some type of bush or some type of whatever it is he had in his hand, trying to cover the camera, but it didn't work. And then, other than that, some kind of way, I don't know, he got in there and grabbed her, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: all of them is in on it. Them in-laws, they all in on that. And that cop needs to be suspended. He needs to be taken off the case. They need to put him back on death duty. He needs to be back on death duty because you did some stuff you ain't know what the hell you doing and some stuff you ain't no supposed to be doing. Instead, the FBI is here to do their damn job. You're not with FBI. You're a regular sheriff department for Palmer County. The FBI is going all over the United States banner, just like the U.S. Marshals. So you cannot tell those guys how to do their job. You cannot tell them how to do their job. But the only mission is just to bring this woman home. Bring her home. That's what the mission is supposed to be. And you see that y'all cannot do that. Y'all wants to make money off of this case. This ain't nothing to play with. This is somebody's life we dealing with right here. Go find her and you bring her to her daughters and her sons. And then as those 4 people they caught, you send them behind bars and then they need to go to court and they need to do some time. All of them. Savannah Guthrie, if she has a husband, she needs to give him the divorce because I don't know who he is or whatever. I don't know he's in on it. I don't know he's part of the in-laws or whatnot. But for your own safety, Savannah Guthrie, divorce your husband if necessary, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here because they knew what they was doing when they went up in that house and took Nancy Guthrie out of there and held her for kidnapping. Now, it was a rumor that they made more money, but I don't know how true that is. So I'm going to tell you one thing. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do more updates about this, and we're going to keep doing videos about this right here. So thank you for watching Reality Talk News.